Michael Sampson's Thriller is considered to be one of the greatest albums of all time and is one of the best-selling albums of all time. You guys know me, I'm not very confident in my opinions, so I went to the internet to see what they thought about Thriller. Maxie Smith 98 says, the greatest pop album ever made, the most powerful pop music record to date. I don't know how to review this absolute masterpiece. A remarkable and ambitious project for a maturing Michael Jackson. The album is not only monumental for its music, but also for the impact it had on the music industry and society as a whole. It's one of the best-selling albums of all time for a reason. Classic, an album where you could make a case that every single song on it could be a single or a smash hit. Hadn't been done before, and probably hasn't been done since. Since the average score is 99, I might as well round it up to 100. Score 98. Newt Newt My Boot says, rating A+, after he rated it a 91. I don't know what school he went to, but that's not a fucking A+. That's actually a B, you fucking degenerate. Can you really rate Thriller by Michael Jackson anything lower than a 10 out of 10 and still think you're doing for real? To be honest, this is kind of overrated. IMO. Decent. Only 3 of the songs actually live up to the hype surrounding this album. Pretty good album, but knowing the true meaning behind Pretty Young Thing is quite disturbing. Thriller is the best-selling album of all time. I've never considered it as one of the best albums or even the best Michael Jackson album. This album is one of the most overhyped albums ever. The main problem with Thriller are the lack of actual melodies. As we all know, my favorite part of Thriller was all the fake melodies. I love Michael Jackson, the musician and the person. I'll come back and write a review for this soon, but I just wanted to leave this here for you now. This was the most useful review I've seen yet. I was having a conversation the other day about the whole Michael Jackson thing and looking at the Thriller album art. If only that tiger had just gone wild all of a sudden and killed him then. Yes, before the crazy got way out of control, we could have retained largely positive memories of the man, aside from the bizarre death. Not that such a thing isn't in the cards anyway, and aside from that Paul McCartney duet, right? At least we have R. Kelly. Real talk, he's like MJ, Ali, and Martin Luther King all rolled into one. The album I am reviewing is Thriller by Michael Jackson, and the genre is R&B. The songs in the album Thriller go together because this album is about love, and the songs have the same theme. Michael Jackson is very energetic and keeps the song exciting. This album was great because he pushed the R&B genre and made it more successful. In 1983, Michael Jackson was really famous, and the album attracted many people to R&B and continues to today. His large fan base rose him even higher. It was a great album in general. It inspired me to keep myself occupied during the day, and his music never got old. Also, one of his songs was popular, but I personally did not like it. The song was Wanna Be Startin' Something. It was a repetition of the other songs. My favorite song of his was Thriller because it was catchy. His songs are usually 4 minutes and 30 seconds long. I would recommend this album if you're in a relationship because this album repeatedly talks about love. But in general, if you just enjoy songs about love, this is your go-to album. These songs have great. Michael Jackson is my life and man who has changed my life forever. I have learnt a lot of things from him. That is why I decided to honor him forever as his impersonator from West Africa country Togo. Rates it 0 stars out of 5. This album Thriller and Overcoat, the song Beat It, which pushed to meet Mike in my life cause the first day I hear the song, I was 6 years old. I was crazy since the day I met Michael until it is me and for him forever. I love you forever, Michael Jackson. Thank you for all of your beautiful words, which has make this world a better place for children and all, said Jerk. Michael Jackson is my favorite singer of all time. He is one of the greats. He has been a huge influence on me as a singer and musician since I first heard him as a child. This is the first album I ever bought by any artist. He touched my soul and has been one of the greatest teachers in music for any singer or songwriter. He could do it all, and his influence is still around music till today. This album is gold, but about the guy on the cover, we will never know. Thank you, Communisman. I've never listened to this album. Rates it 100. If you want to listen to it, pirate it. Dude's a nonce. I rate a lot of albums 100, but this one actually deserves it. In other words, my ratings mean jack shit. Ah, yes, my first review. I could have listened to a true patrician album today to be my first entry on this website. But you know me, yeah, brown boy. He was hitting the gym, getting in at that bench press, you know, getting in them cable flies, you know, hitting the incline bench, and I need an album to play on my Bluetooth speaker. All right, just for the record, this guy plays Bluetooth speaker music at the gym. Fuck this man. To the people who say it hasn't aged well, how? Dude fucks kids. He fucks kids, man. PYT sounds wrong these days. Anita graded this album a 0 and wrote a bunch of stuff in Korean. Along with the rest of Michael Jackson's discography, I don't think Thriller has aged that well, but there is still a lot of great songs on here. Billie Jean will never get old, but if I hear one more person saying Michael Jackson has done more for music than the Beatles or Bob Dylan, I will lose it. So it says, fucking Avengers and Burger. 6 out of 10, not enough thrill. King Kong says, is this revolutionary? Yes. Is it perfect? No. I really enjoyed listening to this, but a few songs felt a bit below par compared to the rest. Benny says, this grew off me fast. This guy has a strange fetish. Shit. Don't waste my time, Michael. I always despised Thriller, and I despised it from the start, but it is not that easy to say what I hated about it. The music sure is perfect, as Michael Jackson was a perfect performer at the time and in years to come. Thriller was so perfect, it made me yawn. The songs sure are not bad, but there is no soul in them if I compare them to, say, Otis Redding. There are some great musicians on it, some sure revolutionary aspects in this product, but this music is planned with military precision, and it is mainly made to be sold. Don't get me wrong, I am sure this was the main purpose to create this LP, and I do not have anything against commercial success. Rates it a 0.5 star out of 5. Yeah, you have nothing against commercial success there, pal. Fuck off. The living proof of plastic surgery accident. Okay, Billie Jean and Beat It, some good solos from Eddie Van Halen, but all the rest is, pop shit and not a Thriller. This laddie's thrills are Catch Me If You Can plays with little kids in the sleeping rooms. Anybody out there who thinks this dancing child molester with the voice of Mickey Mouse can write songs? What a fake. Ghostwriters in the guy. You are a fan of this bulky psycho. Invite him to your children's birthday party. I'm sure he knows a few funny games for your kids. But sure you're right. He can dance near you. What is going on? Nothing Michael Jackson did, both musically or non-musically, resonates with me at all. Sure, he was a troubled man, but his dancing, his fashion sense, his penchant for slumber parties with young boys and appetite for elephant tranquilizers or whatever just frankly repelled me. Even more disgusting is his subsequent posthumous elevation to some kind of saint status. This isn't a movie, it's a 20-minute Michael Jackson video, which is 19 minutes longer than it should be. Probably the most famous music video ever made. Worthwhile watch, but I prefer Dawkins' Dream Warriors featuring Freddy Krueger. Oh yeah, this is so much fucking better. Julian rates this 4.5 stars and says center, image, source equals quote HTTP:. Thriller is a fun one, but a quirky one, mind you. It's as if George A. Romero and Kenny Ortega got together, decided to take Michael Jackson's music and turn it into a tedious cross between a short film and a music video. In other words, the dancing zombies seem awkward. 3 people said this is probably the greatest music video of all time. 2 of them almost exactly the same comment, and all 3 of them rated it 4 stars. 4 fucking stars. If arguably the greatest music video of all time is getting 4 stars, what the fuck does it take to get 5 stars? Maddie, it's Thriller!